Ossoff, who is introducing a new bipartisan bill aimed at protecting children from human traffickers. I'm actually joined by the senator right now who has more on this bill. Senator, just tell me a little bit more about what you are introducing.
It's a bipartisan bill that I've written with my Republican colleague, Senator Chuck Grassley, to strengthen prevention, investigation, and prosecution of child trafficking crimes. We have found through congressional investigations that there is insufficient coordination between the Department of Justice, which of course is where federal agents, investigators, and prosecutors are, and the Department of Health and Human Services, which executes and oversees much of the care and prevention work associated with child trafficking and the treatment and support of child trafficking victims. So our bipartisan bill will strengthen the coordination between DOJ and HHS so that Georgia children and children nationwide are better protected from child traffickers.
Okay, so I see that the two agencies collaborate to protect human trafficking or to prevent human trafficking overall, but not specifically aimed towards children, and that is what you're introducing. So what changes or what upgrades are you guys bringing to protect the children here in Georgia?
Let me give you a couple of examples. If federal law enforcement, in the course of conducting a raid, free children who have been in captivity or who have been trafficked, we need to ensure that the handoff between those federal law enforcement personnel to those who will be providing medical and mental health and other services to those survivors is as smooth and effective as possible. These are children who have endured unbelievable trauma. And if federal law enforcement and the health and human services professionals are not collaborating and communicating well enough, that trauma can be magnified.
Thank you so much. So, can you talk a little bit about how Georgia is a hot spot for human trafficking? So, what can we do to just prevent that and just help these children out and just everybody overall?
This is every parent's worst nightmare. I've got a little 2-year-old baby girl at home. I know that for every parent in Georgia, there is no more fundamental question than, is my child safe? That's why I'm working relentlessly in the Senate to pass bipartisan legislation that will protect children in Georgia and protect children across the country.
Well, Senator, I appreciate you for your time and your efforts, and I'm sure our viewers do as well.